How's everyone doing today? I know this is the lunch hour. Welcome to TDX. I'm so excited to be here today with all of you. It is such an honor, especially because the audience is really awesome. And we're going to start with talking about Agentforce. As all of you know, Agentforce's vision is to be the best digital labor platform out there. And we want humans and agents to work side by side as teammates, right? Without further ado, introducing the new employee agent, a new type of agent by Agentforce, which works alongside employees and boosts their productivity and efficiency. This session is actually really special for us and for all of my teammates as well, because this is the first ever time we're unveiling employee agents outside of our Scrum teams, our work groups, and we've put in a lot of heart, passion, and ambition into this product. So without further ado, let's jump right in. Our favorite slide, the forward-looking statement. I'm sure you guys have seen it a couple of times by now. Have to say, we're going to be talking about a bunch of things that are future-looking, a bunch of things that are roadmap items, futuristic ideas. But please make sure you make all of your purchasing decisions based on what's available in the market as of today. We also would love your feedback. So there's a QR code here. You're going to get some goodies as well. Please let us know what you thought of this session and help us get better so that we can make further TDX sessions more useful for you. And no session can be successful without a pinch of gratitude. So really want to thank all of you for spending time with us right now. I know there are so many things you could be doing with your day, with your time, but you chose to be with us, and we really appreciate that. About me, I am Pooja Narayan. I'm a Senior Director of Product Management in Agentforce AI Cloud. I lead a few of our products, such as Copilot, bots, Agentforce Employee Agents, the new one that we're just talking about, and some of our topics and actions. I've been at Salesforce for almost 6 years, all of which have been in AI. Some of my years I was in San Francisco. Currently, I'm located in Bangalore. And this is my first ever TDX in Bangalore, so I'm so excited to be here with you guys. Joining me are my rockstar PMs, Paritosh and Rakesh. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourselves? Can't hear you, Paritosh.
Hello, everyone. My name is Paritosh Umishin. I'm the product manager for Agentforce Employee Agent. Happy to be here and looking forward to connecting with you folks on our new product, Employee Agent.
Hi, everyone. I'm Rakesh. I'm also a product manager working with employee agents, and I will walk you through a demo in a bit. But first, Pooja will give us get started on what employee agents is and what even agents are. So off to Pooja.
Thank you. Awesome. So we're going to start with the basics. We're not going to complicate things here. We want each one of you to really take home what employee agents are. For that, we're going to start off with what is an agent. Anyone in the audience, can you tell me what is an agent? Random ideas also work. Oh, we have one. That's a good one. So, an agent is a piece of software that uses LLM to figure out what to do and how to do it. If I had to break this down into 3 steps, I'd say an agent figures out what actions to take. It reasons. It figures out what data to retrieve to execute those actions. It has retrievers. And then it actually executes those actions, right? So as Salesforce developers, as partners of this ecosystem, you may see our plethora of AI products, from predictive, generative to now agentic. And sometimes you may wonder, like, which one is an agent? Which one is an embedded AI? Which one is a prompt AI solution? Which one is the predictive model-based solution? And I think one key thing to understand is that if anything at Salesforce uses the Atlas reasoning engine, it's an agent, else it's not. And some of you may feel, what's really an Atlas reasoning engine? So we have Paritosh, who's figured out that for us.
So in short, the Atlas reasoning engine is what powers our Agentforce agents. It actually makes the agent understand the complex tasks. It also kind of gives the plan for multi-step actions to be taken and dynamically attributes in the reiteration. In short, Atlas Reasoning Engine is the brain of the agents. Pooja.
Awesome. We also have a session on Saturday, 9 a.m. by the Agentforce engineering team, which is a deep dive in the reasoning engine. If you're really interested in understanding the back end and how it operates, please do join that session. So agents come in two categories, the customer agent and the new employee agent. So when we say the customer agent, you would have heard of the name Agentforce Service Agent. It's a damn useful product and it's been wildly successful. So if you think of a company such as Air India is here today, and you go to their website and you say, what is the status of my flight? Or I want to do a web check-in. All of those queries can be answered by the service agent. It is a type of an agent within Salesforce we call the customer agent. Talks directly to the customer, runs in agent context, which means that the agent knows what answers to give based on its own roles, access, and permissions. Employee agents are a net new type of product or a type of agent. And we're going to go deeper into that. But for this slide, I'm going to say employee agents are internal employee-facing agents, such as the help desk agent. Your laptop's not working, so your ITSM agent. It could be an HR agent you talk to understand how many days do you have left in your leaves balance, and so on and so forth. So another example I can think of is the sales agent. If you want to figure out the competitive pricing of a certain product, you can ask that sales agent on the pricing and let it assist you in the flow of work. So interesting thing about the employee agent, which is the total game changer, is that it runs in user context. It's always going to differentiate between the answers it can give user A versus user B, depending on the roles, permissions, and access of that user. But there are many ways in which we can help employees. Agents are not the only way. And we want to acknowledge that, right? 2 years back, when I was in Einstein GPT, building products like service replies, generation of email from knowledge articles, etc. And these products, by the way, have been wildly successful and are loved by our customers. They're in the flow of work. They operate from just one click. And the amazing thing about them is that they're just a prompt hidden behind a user interface and a deeply complex prompt, as I must say. These prompts can be converted into actions within an agent and can become one of the superpowers of the agent. What I want to call out is that prompts are just one part of the agent. Prompts and agents are different, right? So one of the things that you want to look at is the building blocks of an agent. Prompts could be a building block, MuleSoft APIs, Apex code, flows, and so much more. Agents at the end of the day are like your teammates. You work with them, you brainstorm with them, you talk to them. They can also play the role of assistants. So they are a lot more than a prompt. And as we talk about the evolution of AI, and luckily at Salesforce, I've been around to see the whole evolution from chatbots to Agentforce. If you remember, a couple of years back, we were designing conversations. We were thinking of the conversational nodes, the paths, and the various conversations a user can engage in. If the path is A, then the bot would reply as a certain way. If the path is B, the bot would reply in another way. And we'd figure out the whole damn conversation. That was not really scalable. Copilots made it so much easier, right? Now, Copilot is a monolithic structure. It is one size fits all kind of an agent that works for your service rep, for your sales rep, for your marketeers, for your financial services rep. And it's smart. It's tailored assistance. It's internal employee facing. But it comes with challenges. And we're going to talk about the challenges in just a second. And now we have Agentforce and the ability to have multiple employee agents within an org. Copilot was just one instance for the whole company. And I think we can do better. Let me show you how. So, as the product manager of both Copilot and Employee Agent, I can guarantee you that I'm not biased towards employee agents. We've really heard our customers, and we want to make agents for employees so much better. Like I said, Copilots are single purpose. They can be used across personas. They have a bunch of topics and actions injected into them. So it could be service-related actions. It could be sales-related. And the poor Copilot is trying to do it all. The result, sometimes it hallucinates, accuracy is lower, performance is degraded, and hence adoption has taken a hit. So we've seen how Copilot operates. We've seen the good points of it, the positives of Copilot. We've taken all of that and we've made improvements. We've listened to our customers. So with employee agents, what we're doing is we're creating narrow, task-specific agents. So you can think of a loan approver agent. And like the examples I gave, the ITSM agent or the help desk agent, a general FAQ agent, and all of them can be used by different business units within a company and can be assistive in nature. Result being higher accuracy, lower latency, as well as better performance, because now the agent knows the scope of the agent is limited, right? So it doesn't need to know everything. It knows some things and it knows it pretty damn well. And that's the direction we're going in. We're also improving how we give access to an agent. So for example, with Copilots, we have PSLs. I'm sure most of you know what PSLs are. We're moving away from that and we're giving a new setting called agent access within the perm set and user profiles within the setup settings of a user. We're also adding standard actions and topics. So if you are somebody who's worked on Copilot, there's nothing to worry about. If you worked on topics and actions, all of them can be migrated to employee agent in just a few minutes to an hour, depending on your expertise in topic creation and action creation. And lastly, the biggest change, our Copilot was only Salesforce, Lex, and mobile facing. But what about our customers on Slack? What about our customers on Experience Cloud websites or messaging in-app and web? So we knew that we had to expand the surfaces on which employee agents are from beyond Lightning and mobile to several surfaces, and that's what we're doing with employee agent. So big news, employee agent is going GA on May 13 in just 2 weeks from now. This is the first place where we're sharing that. Really excited about all the hard work that Paritosh, Rakesh, and the rest of the team have done. And can't wait for you guys to try out employee agents and give us feedback. So the money slide. If I had to summarize in 4 bullets, employee agent is a new type of agent. It runs on user context. It's available on surfaces beyond Lex and mobile. So Slack, experience sites, etc., and many more surfaces are going to come. It's on our roadmap. We're going GA with only Lex, mobile, and Slack as of right now, with a fast follow on other surfaces very soon. There's access control through specific settings within perm sets and user profiles. And you also get access to the awesome out-of-the-box topics and actions. So that's employee agent for all of you. Let's see that live in action with an awesome demo that Rakesh is going to show us. Over to you, Rakesh.
Hi, everyone. Thank you all for being here. So let me walk you through this demo. Before we get started, let me take you into the world of Pronto Solar, which is a solar power company, but run by Agentforce. And what's better than green energy? Probably an AI agent that actually does work without you having to raise a Jira ticket and do 3 follow-ups, right? So we have 4 characters within us. There is Shruti and Nikhil, who are our 2 sales dynamos. Then there is Armita, who is a marketing wizard. And then there is Rishi, who is our very good admin. So Shruti starts off her day by looking at her opportunities. So she lands on this Agentforce page. And here you can see a neat UI picker wherein she sees all of the agents that's available to her. So that's our brand new innovation where you can actually choose the agents to work with. And she asks for the top 3 opportunities and boom, she has all the opportunities presented to her. And more than that, these opportunities are very specific to Shruti and she doesn't see the one from Nikhil's portfolio. And to be honest, Nikhil's portfolio is not that great. It's full of unqualified leads. So she doesn't want anything. So these are the opportunities that presented to her. And then we can move over to Nikhil, who also starts her day by going to his Agentforce tab and picking up the same sales agent. And actually asking the same question that, hey, show me the top 3 opportunities. And here again, the opportunities are shown to Nikhil, but these opportunities, as you can see, are very different and are very customized to Nikhil again. because Agentforce actually, the employee agent actually surfaces information that's only relevant to the logged in user, which in this case is Nikhil. And so it basically is showing you the record that you are actually have access to. Now we move over to Armita, who is our marketing wizard, but she is having problems with her laptops. But here in the picker, you can see that she only has access to IT help desk agent because she doesn't need it. She is not in sales. So she doesn't need access to the sales agent. So she asks, where is my laptop due for renewal? And then again, the Agentforce is able to answer with a simple query that the current laptop is actually due on a certain date. So let's go behind the scenes to understand how Rishi has actually set this up. So he has actually used Agent Builder to create the 2 agents that you just saw. And we have come up with a more permission set-based approach to actually add agents to each user profile. So as you can see, the sales IT help desk agent is actually added to all of the user because everyone needs access and help when it comes to IT, right? And for sales agent, well, those are assigned to Nikhil and Shruti because, well, they are salespeople. So as you can see, they are assigned permission here. So now that you have seen how permissions are given, now let's go back and create an agent. So Nikhil is now tasked with building a HR reimbursement wellness reimbursement agent, which actually gives you reimbursement. So here you have the Agentforce Employee Agent template, which is your actually the starting part of or a neat little starter kit to get started. So he selects the out of the box topic that's available and adds a little bit of description, the name, the description, the roles, which actually describes how you want to create this agent. So once he does that, Nikhil is going to quickly create the agent. But this agent is about wellness reimbursement. So how does the agent know what to actually say and what the company policies are? So to configure that, then Rishi can actually go to the data tab where he has already created and uploaded a policy document that the Pronto Solar follows for its reimbursement claim. So as you can see, the uploaded files, that there is a text document that he has uploaded. So basically, it's a 1800-page document that the agent has read so that you don't have to. Once that's done, Rishi can actually go ahead and add more assets that can include topics, which are available as part of the asset library. And then, but in this case, he actually wants to get reimbursement claims that users have already provided, right? Or users have already filed for. So he creates a new topic, which is called query reimbursement. And he wants to add actions that actually can fetch your CRM records of wellness reimbursement that the employees of Pronto Solar have actually filed for. So as you can see, he creates a topic, provides some instructions and guidelines of how those topics works. And then he actually goes on to the topic gallery and is actually, he can actually add more actions from it. So in this case, he actually wants to have a action called query records, which he goes ahead and add, and which is actually responsible for fetching your CRM records. So as you can see, he comes back here. The action is now added, and within the topics actions, he can look that the action is already added. He can create new actions, add more actions from the asset library, or he can actually pull in more actions from the Agentforce Exchange, which is our open marketplace where our ISV partners and agent blazers can actually add their actions. And he can also validate his topics and actions using batch test, which he doesn't do at this point of time. But now he moves on to assign this agent to real users, for which he wants to create a permission set. So he creates a new permission set called Wellness Agent Access, which he is assigning to both the users, all of the users, because all of them need wellness, right? So he goes to the agent access section, adds this agent by editing the section. So as you can see, he will add the wellness reimbursement agent to the list of enabled agents for this permission set, and then go back and add all of the users to this reimbursement agent. So that will happen in a bit, as you can see. So as you can see, you can control all of the users that you basically add to an agent, and that is how you manage who gets to see the agent and gets to interact with it. So once that's done, he can go back, Rishi can go back to the builder and activate the agent, which then makes it deployed across all of the channels that he has enabled it for. In this case, all of Shruti, Nikhil, and Armita will be able to kind of go and use it. So that's what we'll see in the next slide. So this is Shruti's profile. She goes into her Agentforce, and in the agent picker, she sees 3 agents now, including the newly created wellness reimbursement agent. Same for Nikhil. He also sees the 3 agent, and now he can file a claim for that ergonomic chair he bought last month, right? So that's all from the demo. So as you can see, these are all of these agents are powered by employee agents. If you are a developer, you will love how we can easily test, build, and deploy these agents. And if you're a business user, you will love how you can actually get work done without having to switch through apps or record pages and file tickets, right? And to take it further, Paritosh will tell us how employee agents gets even better, but on Slack. So over to Paritosh.
Just give me a second. All right. Thank you, Rakesh, for the amazing demo which you have given. I'm pretty sure you must be now aware of what employee agent is, what actually works for employee agent. So what's the most important thing is the user context. What's the second important thing is like it runs in the role-based access control. And third one, you have now the capability to kind of segment which users will have access to which employee agents. That's a technological shift from our existing platforms, right? So employee agents is going to start giving you the experience of multi-agents. Now, we have seen how to build an employee agent. We have seen how to kind of access employee agents and also kind of control the access of the employee agents. But which is the right place or the best place to deploy employee agents? Any guesses? You have seen on the Lightning experience, but which is the apt place to deploy employee agents? Any guesses? Absolutely. So Slack is the best place to kind of deploy employee agents. All right. So why do we say that Slack is the best place to kind of deploy employee agents? Imagine how do you collaborate today? I mean, if you are the Slack user, you collaborate on day-to-day basis on your Slack. So you have all your employees interacting, collaborating, partnering on the Slack surfaces. Add Agentforce to that. Add the power of employee agent in your Slack collaboration tool. That will just increase the productivity of all your employees. All right. Let's take a look. What's there today in the context of the Slack? And why Slack is more important from the deployment or surface perspective. We talked about the user context in the Lightning, which is like the CRM space. But even the user context holds true in the Slack surface. All the conversations which you are having on the Slack actually is part of the user context. You can collaborate with the employee agents just like your team member. How do you interact with your team member today? If I have to kind of message something to Rakesh, I just DM him. Or if I have to kind of do a chat with Pooja, I'll create a chat or DM her and give an update to that. Similarly, today, if you have any questions, you can actually go and interact with your employee agents. Finally, we are merging the powers of both the Agentforce platform and the Slack surface. So what's available today? As of today? Yeah. Today, if you want to kind of use the employee agents or Agentforce, you can go to the Agentforce tab. That's the gallery where the Slack admins can publish the agents, can create the agents, and also if you want to kind of discover the agents, you can discover it from there. Agentforce runs in the Slack in the user context, and in this case, it will also honor and comply with the Slack context too. Finally, we have out-of-the-box actions, not only on the CRM front, we have out-of-the-box actions on the Slack front also. So imagine you're having a conversation with your employee agent, and then you want to kind of act piece of it. So synthesis of information is one thing, but taking an action on that information is where you are adding the value. So you can create canvases, you can create lists. Basically, you can manage the whole project itself on the Slack part. What is coming next? I mean, as part of the May and future, we are going to have the Slack workflow integration. I am sure you must have seen the way agents can be invoked in other sessions. Currently, there are two ways. Also, if you want to do the headless way, right? So you can invoke your agents using flows, or you can invoke your agents using the Apex class also. Now, in the case of Slack, you can use the workflow builder to invoke your agents. And that is going to give much more power to automation piece of it. Also, we are coming up with channel or knowledge agent. I'll speak about it slightly. Okay. Imagine your team project being there on having a Slack channel. Let's take example for project management, or probably for the next release, you are having a Slack channel, and all of your team members are interacting there. There are canvases created where you have some centralized knowledge. There are file uploads which exist. And then, of course, you're having conversation over the period of time. And a new team member joins, or probably you went on a PTO and you want to get up to the speed, or you want to probably take an action. All of these things will be possible with the channel knowledge agent. It can actually look into all the information which is there, exist in the channel. It can look into all the file uploads which are there. It can look into the canvases, and it can create action and it synthesizes information for you. All right. So that was Slack, but what's going to happen on employee agents front? On the employee agent fronts, we are going to invest further on the surface expansion. So what is a surface? When we say surface, we are looking for from where you can start interacting with your agents. You can interact with agents on Lightning, mobile, and Slack, but we are going to expand it to further. We are going to make them available in the Experience Cloud. Imagine your internal website and your employee agent embedded in the website itself. And that's what we are going to invest further. The language support for all the multinational companies, or for countries like India itself, where we have the multi-language, or, how can we make employees more productive? It's definitely if you can have the same language in which they are native ones, that will actually help increase the productivity. And we understand that. And that's why we are moving ahead and investing further on the multi-language support. If you look at the current interactions, of course, the text-based is the interaction. You are talking to the agent by typing your utterances, your retrievals or the responses are getting rendered in the text format itself. But we know that you can also actually interact. Why should I type it? I can be probably moving, and still I'm driving, probably not a good example, but still I'm driving, and then before the call, because as soon as I enter the office, I have a call and I want to keep myself updated, or probably I want to take some action before that. And that's where the voice support comes into picture. It amplifies, it actually increases the productivity further. You can talk to your agents by using voice, and you can actually get responses also in voice. So that's our next big investment area. As I said, Slack is one of the best places to deploy the agents. Definitely, we are going to create more templates. What I mean with templates is you will have out-of-the-box templates to create your employee agents, which are like very specific to Slack. So that's also the capability which is coming up. And finally, template is more like a container of skill sets. So you can have an IT agent, you can have a marketing agent, or you can have support agents. All of these are basically a container of your skills. And skills is nothing but topics and actions, as Pooja and Rakesh showed. So we are coming with out-of-the-box Slack actions. Further, there's a session on Slack, Agentforce for Slack. So you can look into that. Channel agents, as I said, is going to be a game changer. It will be there. You can actually invoke your agent in the channel itself. You can talk in 1:1, or you can also talk probably or share the insights or responses to the whole of team or to the whole of channel. So that's the next one. And there are many more which are coming up. So stay tuned.
All right. Thank you, everyone.